I want to ask you a question today. How does your life feel? Really sit with that for a second because I don't know if we ask ourselves this question enough, meaning right where you are, right now in this minute, how does it feel to be you in your life? Does it feel peaceful? Does it feel right? Does it feel secure? Does it feel nurturing? Does it feel safe? Does it feel challenging? Does it feel exciting? Or right now, where you stand, does your life feel frustrating, disappointing, heartbreaking, powerless, bitter, unfortunate, soul crushing? I think this is a really important question to ask ourselves on a daily basis for a number of reasons. One, because we are in complete control of how we feel about everything in our lives, including how our life feels. So when we get to moments where our life doesn't feel good to us, it doesn't feel safe, it doesn't feel nurturing, it doesn't feel exciting, it doesn't feel abundant, we can change the emotion, we can change the thought, and then all of a sudden, in that moment, on that day, we have a totally different experience of how our life feels. We have the power to change that. But if you never ask the question, you never get to give yourself a different answer. And so that's the first point. Asking yourself on a regular basis, every single day, even more than once a day, how does my life feel? Here's the second point I want you to think about. And this is something in our social media driven world that is so tough because so many people have this backwards. So many people are focusing on the wrong things on this. How your life feels is way more important than how it looks. Let me say that again. How your life feels is way more important than how your life looks. I see so many people using their selfie sticks and their filters and, they're posting their highlights on Facebook and Instagram and Snap, and they're pretending to have a family that they don't have, a relationship that they don't have. They're hiding the truth of what they're going through and experiencing from the world. And I get that. I get that sometimes you might not want to share how you're going through cancer and chemotherapy online with the whole world. You might not want people to know that you suffer from crippling depression. You might not want people to know that you're on the verge of divorce and every day you wake up and you just feel like, how did I end up here? I totally get that. But I'm not talking about what you portray to other people. You'll have to deal with you about what you're portraying to other people and whether that is authentic and true. But what I am saying is, in the quiet of your own mind, when you are thinking about your life with yourself, make sure that you're focusing on how your life feels and not how it looks. Because the quality of your life will never be based on how things look. It will never be based on the 5,000 square foot house that you live in, or the Land Rover that you drive, or the Mercedes that you drive, or the vacations and cruises that you go on. The quality of how your life feels will never be based on the house on the hill. It will never be based on how your life looks. It will always be based on how to you does your life feel. So I want you to not ignore how your life feels. I want you to not say things to yourself. Like, I see so many people who are so accomplished and they've been blessed with so much and they go, I have no right to feel unhappy in my life. I have a great marriage and I'm a lawyer or a doctor or a writer and I have all of this money and all of these things, and people in third world countries are dying and starving and I have nothing to complain about. I don't want you to do that to yourself. You do not need to invalidate your experience of your life because you are more fortunate than other people in third world countries. At the end of the day, all of us are equal and all of us are entitled to feel the way we want to feel in our lives. So do not dismiss a life that doesn't feel good simply because it looks good. Every single day, make how your life feels a priority to you and ask yourself, how does my life feel? Does it feel invigorating? Does it feel energizing? Does it feel vibrant? Does it feel purpose-driven? Does it feel fulfilling? Does it feel content? Does it feel satisfying? And if you find on any given day that you can't say yes to the things that you want to feel in your life, then you know what you've got to do on that day? You've got to go, what am I going to do today to feel how I want to feel? It's Danielle Laporte's work, The Desire Map. If you haven't read The Desire Map, please pick it up. Danielle Laporte talks about this. How do you want to feel? Because at the end of your life, you won't care about the 5,000 square foot house that you built on the hill. Maybe at 80, you downgraded to a 1,000 square foot condo in Florida so you could be in warmer weather. You don't know what's going to happen. You're not going to care about all those things that you built. You are going to look back at 90 and you're going to say, how did my entire life feel? How did it feel? And am I pleased by how the bulk of my life felt? That is what you'll be concerned with at 90. So don't wait till 90 to evaluate the last 90 years. Start today and say to yourself, how does my life feel? And remember, how your life feels is way more important than how it looks.